So you're on the market to find yourself a hybrid SUV, and you've been looking at the 2021 Honda CR-V. Now, you look at the sticker and it says that it could get you up to 40 miles per gallon, or as we see here, a range of 505 miles to a full tank. Do you want to know if that's accurate? If that is true, I'll find out on my MPG test on this video. So before the video starts, I just want to make it clear that results will vary depending on how you drive, how moderate and how light you are on the foot pedal for the gas. Also keep in mind temperature and how heavy the vehicle is. If you're carrying family or pets or whoever you have in your car is going to impact what you get for your MPGs. So welcome back to Behind the Wheel, and today is the final video of the full tank MPG test on a 2021 Honda CR-V hybrid. So we started off with close to 518 miles on range, and that was right here where it says range. And so far, let's go to the history of trip A, and we are going to go and see we have a total fuel economy of 36.1 miles per gallon. And that is all of the miles per gallon that were driven since I've had the car, right? This is not trip B. So for current drive, previous drive, I was averaging a 36.7 miles per gallon, and this current drive, I've had it at 25. So this is just normal driving and mostly in the city, all right? No highway whatsoever. So I've been averaging a 36.1 miles per gallon. Now this vehicle says that you could go up to 40 miles per gallon or 38 if I'm not mistaken. So we started off with what was 518 miles or so, and we have a current of 391 miles on trip B since I filled the tank up. Now, if you could see on the right side where the fuel light is, there's only two little tabs, almost empty. That gives me 33 miles of range. All right, and I would say that's close to a quarter of a tank, or a little bit less than a quarter tank. I would say less than a quarter tank. Yes, let's go with that. So if you add those two up, 391, let's say 390 plus 30, we're getting a close to 420 on gas from 518 that it was stating it was gonna give me from last when I filled the tank up, and it was saying total range of 518. That's a loss of close to 100 miles. All right, so think about it. 400, let's say 400 even, that's what we got, and then 500 is what the car was saying you were gonna get on a full tank of gas. We are losing 100 miles. What we're going to do now is we're going to go fill the car up again and see how much range it gives us on that based on what we were driving previously. So if it comes back and gives us a total estimated range of 500, then we know that the vehicle is overestimating. Because it should take into consideration your previous drive, right? And how you drove then, and then say, well, if you were using this much fuel, then this is how much range you have. All right. So I'm guessing if we fill the tank up, it should be around 480 or so, not 500. And let's see if that's true. All right, before I go fill the car up with gas, we're still at 32 miles of range on what it seems to be less than a quarter tank, and have driven a total of 392 miles. All right, so I went to get fuel. I put in 10 gallons, price at 2.8, and we put in $30 in the tank worth of gas. So I haven't turned the vehicle on since I fueled, so let's turn it on right now. And there you go, everything is coming to life. We still have 392 miles on the trip B. All right, now let's see where it says trip computer. It's trying to figure out the range. Might need to drive it a little bit in order for it to come out. So let's do that real quick. Put my seatbelt on. Oh, there you go, it came out. All right, so I had to edit the video because the AC was on and it was making all sorts of noises, but I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. We averaged, since we fueled the car, 44 miles per gallon according to the trip B. We have 15.7 miles in. We started with 518 miles, and we have now a total range of 490 left. So if you add those 15 to the 490, we'll be averaging 505. Here, let me turn this AC off because this was the reason why I first had to do all these videos. Anyways, we're still averaging a 36.2 miles per gallon and currently have a range of 490. Now, so according to my last test from full to empty, we lost close to 100 miles, and that was normal driving. I also idled the vehicle a little bit. I did drove those 15 miles, and the range did not change to what it should be actually saying, because it should be taking into consideration my previous trip and my drive history and averaging that MPG into an actual range, but it has not done that. So my final verdict is that this should be estimated range. It shouldn't say range because it's misleading. It's telling you that you're going to get an actual range, but you're not. Now, I understand that vehicles sometimes overestimate the range, but it shouldn't be by 100. I mean, that's what I think. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just doing this to show you guys. And so if you're in the market to get a hybrid SUV, then you will be averaging around 36 miles per gallon on this vehicle. And if that's what you're looking for, then go ahead, because I haven't had a problem with it for the 1,400 miles that I've had this car. I've only fueled it 3 times, and I haven't gone past $30 to fill a tank up. Now, you have to take into consideration your needs. So if you need a bigger vehicle like a Highlander or something like that that is actually hybrid, then I would say you're going to average a little bit less than that. So if you need a small SUV like a RAV4 or a CRV or a Rogue, and you are into the hybrid market just because you want to have that extended range, I'm pretty sure if you were to put this car in a highway, you would get close to that 500 just because you're doing highway miles. But the verdict is, according to this trip and doing normal driving, we lost 100 miles. Take it for what you want. Take it how you may take it, but that is it. I will be doing a second video to see if we do end up averaging 500 miles on this one. I will be try to be a little bit more light-footed, not be heavy-footed, and it's still gonna stay in the econ mode and EV mode. Whenever it becomes ready, I would use that too. But again, that's it. This is the end of the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, then don't dislike it. Just don't do anything. Leave a comment on what I could better on the videos that I make. And stay tuned for the next video that's coming up in regards to the second MPG test with a light foot. And hope you enjoy these videos. and hope to see you later. Have a great day.